Hello, intactivists! In the news this week, we have GALDEF, general intactivism news, multiple call to actions, Cockfight USA news, and much more coming up. In POTS news, we changed up how our Discord works and how it functions, and we gave new roles because we have a new initiative. If there are any pro circumcision comments in the POTS content, whether that would be on the TikTok, YouTube, whatever, I can send that video to the WOX, which stands for Wisdom Outstanding Knowledge Squad, and they can educate those who feel that circumcision is better or not a big deal. So far, it's worked out great. We got one person to at least understand how other people feel about it, and of course, this can plant the seed to make new intactivists and grow the cause. This was made just a week ago, so already it's picking up traction. So if you're interested in helping with this, join our Discord. Also, our 4 for 4 deal is going on. Our Care Buzz is getting matched 4x, and the POTS e-commerce program is getting matched 4x by 3 amazing supporters. Also, the Intact Global Initiative ends in March. We currently have 3 new starter shoppers, but we need 7 more to give Intact Global at least $100. In the video special this week called The Honest Review of Intact America's Do No Harm report, we did a deep dive into Intact America's Do No Harm report, and it's a long one because it has more holes than fishnet stockings in it. Also, Cody Hurst had his interview, Final Part 2, released this Saturday. We also have his website updated in the description in case you missed it. Also, for the PANS members, we will be having a very important meeting the 22nd of February, so don't miss it. All right, so intactivist action alert. I've gotten like 3 intactivists all reaching out to me to talk about the Department of Government Efficiency, aka DOGE. So reach out to DOGE on X or Twitter and get them to cut the circumcision funding for its wasteful spending, especially here in the United States, and or get intactivist companies to reach out to DOGE on your behalf. Let's see if intactivism can pull this off. I'm sure you guys can if we all work together on it. Speaking of governments getting rid of circumcision programs, the new PEPFAR waiver scraps voluntary medical male circumcision program. So this is a huge win for intactivists. This was about 10 days ago, February 7th, 2025. So a lot more people are going to be left intact, and that is awesome. Granted, we don't know if this is going to end up coming back. I don't think it will, but there's a lot of things that are happening. So we'll see what ends up happening with this. I'll keep you guys updated. But just reading the first paragraph here, it says, the U.S. President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, PEPFAR, has removed voluntary medical male circumcision programs from its list of HIV prevention and care initiatives set to benefit under the life-saving HIV Care and Prevention Services Limited Waiver. The 90-day limited waiver, which permits the continuation of critical HIV care treatment and preventative services, comes amid concerns over service disruptions following the temporary suspension of U.S. foreign assistance. However, some programs have been excluded from the waiver, raising uncertainty among health analysts regarding their resumption even after the 90-day period. So we're going to see if this 90-day period, if it extends longer than that. I'm not really sure. We shall see. All right, and in general intactivism news, there is a calling on Reddit to ban r/circumstraint. They have 433 signatures. This was made about 2 months ago. We'll see if they end up banning r/circumstraint or not. This is once again another Reddit ban. They got a couple Reddits banned that are pro-circumcision, so we shall see what ends up happening with this. So if you guys want to go ahead and partake in signing the petition, go for it. All right, and in GALDEF news, GALDEF has been working quite a bit. So GALDEF submits Medicaid testimony to New Hampshire legislature. So this talks about them submitting the testimony It's 4 pages long. I'm just going to read the title of it. It says Genital Autonomy Legal Defense and Education Fund. It says testimony on HB 94 Medicaid coverage of newborn circumcision, House Health, Human Services, and Elderly Affairs Committee, New Hampshire State Legislator, January 29th, 2025. This is 4 pages long. If you guys want to go ahead and read all of this, you guys are definitely more than welcome to check out the GALDEF website and read it. It's definitely a circumcision bad read. But that's awesome, though, that GALDEF did indeed submit testimony on HB 94. Also, GALDEF litigation fundraising. What does each phase pay for? So I could read this whole thing to you, but essentially the key takeaways is that there's going to be 3 phases of the lawsuit: pleadings, discovery, and the trial. And it says that this could cost up to $500,000 right here, so $500,000. You can go ahead and read this if you want to understand more about the phase 1 pleadings and the phase 2 discovery and the trial phase. I've also noticed reading this is that they also want to go ahead and have extra money just in case. It says possible taxation of costs if the initiating party loses the case. The victorious party may insist that the losing party reimburses them for their expenses. In an unsuccessful circumcision-related impact litigation from the 1990s, the courageous attorney who filed and lost the case against newborn circumcision was ordered by the court to repay $60,000 to the defendant's lawyers. It is GALDEF's intent to raise funds preemptively to at least partially indemnify such courageous attorneys in the future who risk initiating impact litigation. So they're being super safe with how much they're trying to raise, with about $500,000. But once again, guys, you can definitely go ahead and read all that if you wish. So, Genital Autonomy presentation by Brian Earp is now available on their YouTube. You can literally go to their YouTube right here. You can watch it. Make sure you like it, obviously. Also, leave a comment right down here. It definitely helps with the algorithm for GALDEF. So yeah, also thank you for liking and commenting under this video. I definitely appreciate it. Also in GALDEF news, they have March 22nd film webinar, They Cut the Babies, Don't They? Tickets available now. This is an 11-minute documentary of the 1993 no harm protest at the California Medical Association. And then that will be followed by Nigel Hunt's 30-minute film, They Cut Babies, Don't They? One man's struggle against circumcision. And then, on top of that, James Lowen has his own 20-minute video production of intactivist history covering the period from 1970 to 2009 after that. And James will be joining them post-screening discussion of the film to share his thoughts on the progression he's seen since the films were made and what he sees as remaining obstacles, challenges, and strategies going forward. The webinar's Q&A feature will allow attendees to submit questions during and after the film, which will be answered in real time during the discussion. Just so you guys know that there is a limited 100 ticket purchasers, and you can buy your tickets early if you want. Your tickets are $25, but North America, it is 4 p.m. Eastern, or 1 p.m. Pacific time, in case you guys wanted to go ahead and see it. But here you go. It's $25 for general admission right there. That's on Saturday, March 22nd. All right, and checking on the New Hampshire HB 94 bill really fast. It is still in committee, so they haven't crossed over or passed it, or it's not dead. We're just checking this really quickly. And in cockfight news, Cockfight recently had their protest, the historic three-peat Super Bowl parade circumcision protest, where 14 people were interested. Now, this was 5 days ago. There's no photos of it. There's nothing. I haven't checked the Kansas City Intactivist Facebook. There's no photos released yet, but I'm sure there will be soon, within about a month or so. But in other cockfight news, the cockfightUSA.com website is still being up to debate about what is going on. Like, I'm not sure. Brett Well, Cockfight reached out to me recently in the comment section saying that they had a meeting, and then there's rumors on the Discord that there was an impromptu meeting with NLI and Cockfight to figure out how that's all going on, but nothing solid came from that just yet. I haven't heard anything, but once I hear something about it, I'll let you guys know. Or if Cockfight and or Brett Johnson or Simon 10 Kate is watching this, and you guys can go post something down below about this website and if it's going to be under Daniel Rhodes' control or Cockfight's control. That would be awesome to know. All right, and on to the Intactivist calendar for the week. So, Bloodstained Men, they have a protest coming up March 29th through March 30th for Genital Integrity Awareness Week. Same with the Saving Our Sons, but they're doing it a little bit longer, March 29th through the April 4th, the West Lawn of the U.S. Capitol. Also at the same time, Intact Global is having their 2025 Intact Global Conference, March 29th through the 31st in Portland, Oregon. They are selling tickets currently, and you can get your early bird specials, and also you can do a group rate hotel rooms and get a discount. Also, Intact America's Alan Cummings got skin in the game. This is April 30th, 2025. That is about 2 months away from now. You guys can go ahead and buy tickets, I believe. Babies and Bumps, Pittsburgh. This is Your Whole Baby, Sunday, June 22nd. This will be about 5 hours long from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. The tickets are about $30 to $60 at the DoubleTree by Hilton Hotel, Pittsburgh, Cranberry. Also, Your Whole Baby again. This is Sunday, September 28th. Babies and Bumps, Cleveland, 2025. Again, 5 hours, September 28th, 11 a.m. through 4 p.m., costing $30 to $60. This is located in Cleveland, Marriott East. All right, and on to the polls of the week. Would you want to see intactivist groups try to convince DOGE to stop funding circumcision? Everyone said yes, and I just released a poll, and so I can't see why not to have intactivist groups reach out to the people who work at DOGE to stop funding circumcision. Hopefully intactivists get this message, and hopefully they go ahead and do what the poll says, because right now I can't think of anything, and I've gotten no feedback on not doing it. That one there is a bot. It's not a person. So, yes. Once again, guys, if you don't like how this turned out, please go to my Discord and go vote, because your vote matters. And on to the fundraisers of the week. All right, so Unaltered, they have $30 raised. They have one donation currently. Forgin is still getting donations. They've raised a little over $30 this week. They're at $100,263 raised. Bloodstained Men, on the other hand, not doing very well. This is the last day. They have raised $1,588 raised out of their $7,500 goal. And that's wild. 27 people donated, 7,000 people were invited, and they got shared 43 times. We'll cover this one last time if it's up next week to see if they made enough, or if they made their goal, or if it's just stuck at 1588. There's still hope for a whale, I suppose. All right, Your Whole Baby. This is for Cleveland. There's been no new changes. It's been $225 raised, or 31% of their goal of $720. Again, in Pittsburgh, they've raised a little bit more, but still it is 39% of their $670 goal raised with $260. Probably because it's a little bit closer with the date approaching. All right, Intact Global's fight against genital mutilation. This has gotten a few more donations, raising $600 this week. They have a flat $24,000 raised, which is 48% of their goal. That is okay. That is, once again, it's not all the way, it's not halfway there, but we'll see if Eric Klopper is going to get his $50,000 goal. Nothing changed up here. Yep, nothing changed here. Still $330. All right. So hold doctors and hospitals accountable for penis injuries. Still stuck at $5,125 raised. I wonder if this is because people share the same thoughts and have figured things out about this do no harm report as POTS did. And if you haven't thought about it at all, definitely check out that new video that we just released this week. All right, Prevail over the system. We are still at 92% of our $7,000 goal. Guys, once again, if you want to donate, that's awesome, but we're really trying to push the e-commerce program or the CareBuzz, either or. It's free for you to do. It takes some time, but in the grand scheme of things, you're not having to pay POTS to go ahead and keep doing the news, keep updating you, keep, working with other intactivist groups. So if you guys really want to help POTS, you could donate, or you could use our e-commerce program that's getting 4x match, or the CareBuzz program that's getting 4x matched as well too. All right, and on to the intactivism growth for the week. Last week, Bloodstained Men had 6,903 followers. This week, Bloodstained Men is at 6,914 followers. That is a 11-person gain, or 0.16% gain for the week. Bloodstained Men making steady growth, inching their way into 7,000 territory. They could hit that at any week. All right, guys, that is all what I have for the news. Don't forget about watching the honest review on Intact America's Do No Harm report. So go check out that video. Please like and share to get this out to more people. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.